It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watched, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
And I'm Neil. Last night, we watched episode 3 of The Amazing Race, season 24. The show aired on Sunday, March 9th, 2014. Here's what we thought about it. Things are starting to get back to normal finally.
And by normal, you mean?
First of all, we're leaving China.
Yes.
Thankfully. Not that I have anything against China, mind you. It was just getting a little bit redundant.
Yeah, I see.
And they basically had to scramble to the airport in order to get seats for the plane. So it's like we throw a little bit of randomness in there, which is good.
Okay.
One thing I did notice, it looked like this wasn't necessarily the typical mandatory 12-hour layover.
Because of the darkness? Because it was night?
Yeah, because it was nighttime, Brenchell left it, which I absolutely hate saying, but anyway.
Okay, I hate saying, and I have a few comments about them as well.
Yeah, it's a full evening. Brenchell left at 6:22 p.m.
Okay.
So if it was a mandatory 12-hour layover, that meant that they would have arrived at 6:22 a.m., which we all know they didn't. They also let them know how many teams would be able to fly on the first flight before they actually left.
So don't they usually do that?
No, it was part of the clue. I mean, once again, this could have been something that had changed since I was, heavy into it.
Okay.
But typically, they didn't find out how many seats were available until they got to the airport and tried to actually get the seats.
Gotcha.
So it's totally random. I also noticed that the first 7 teams arrived within 15 minutes of each other based on their departure time, which was very interesting.
Huh. Okay.
Going back to that record that they set, turning the mat into a clown car from last week.
Yes, exactly.
I was also happy to see that Brenchell dropped 6 places.
So I get the feeling you are happy about the same things I am when it comes to Brenchell.
Yes, I think so too.
Yes.
I think so too. And that's all right. Anything to add before we move on to the next destination?
No, other than to say, what the hell did Rachel have in her hair?
I don't know.
Okay, if you're more than 10 years old, you should not have a little bow that looks like you got it from a coloring book or kindergarten project. I don't know. Yeah. There were a lot of things about Brenchell this week that definitely need mention. I agree.
So the first stop was Sabah, Malaysian Borneo.
Bless you.
Which, thank you. Because I've never, place I'd never heard of, never visited.
Me either.
Back when geography was my thing, not so much. But that's okay.
So when was geography your thing?
I think I was like 12.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, back when it was just one big continent,
Back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
No. See, don't get it twisted, okay? This is not the Flintstones. Dinosaur and man did not roam the earth at the same time.
Okay, I gotcha.
The first roadblock was at the Gyeongsan waterfall. Welcome back to the Travelocity Gnome.
Yes, I loved seeing the reappearance of the Travelocity Gnome.
It felt good. So this was a good week. This was a good week.
My heart kind of just leapt with joy.
Yes. One of the team members had to rappel down a 10-story waterfall with the gnome on their back.
Oh, Lord.
To grab a clue that was hidden within the rocks below.
It was not good.
Oh, it was muy damp.
That was perilous. Like, just thinking about doing that, you mix the water with the steep incline, with the water in your face,
But you know what? It was a good challenge.
It was a great challenge. And I gotta say, I was so proud of Dad for rappelling down that waterfall.
Very cool. And he was able to do it on 2 legs this time.
I know. He made the reference to the wheelchair.
So that was from the injury on the last leg when they raced?
Yes. The last time that they raced, Dave blew out his Achilles on leg 2. And so between, wheelchair crutches and other aids to walking, it definitely made it a challenge.
Yeah.
Cord had to do it twice.
Poor guy. I felt so bad about that.
He must be right-handed, because he kept looking to his right as he was going down and didn't see that the clue was on his left.
I know, but can you imagine going through all that and then realizing at the very end that you had to do it again?
That was Suckburger.
That was boo-boo.
This is the first time that I'd actually seen a size restriction on a particular task.
I know, poor guy.
Oh no, you too big. You can't go. He have to go.
Yeah, can you imagine being told you're too big?
I'm gonna leave that alone. Rachel didn't want to get her sequin shorts wet.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. So she ended up doing the roadblock in her underwear.
Which is crazy.
And then, because the rocks are slippery, and so she...
Not only that, but she was flashing the camera half the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was slippery, so, as she was rappelling down, she just decided to give everybody an early sunrise. How's that?
Oh, my gosh.
Since she was sitting on the moon. It's like, it's the first time I've seen the Amazing Race do the little pixelation on the vajayjay.
Yeah.
So...
and hopefully the last.
After the roadblock, they did the detour. And this was one of the toughest detours that I have ever seen them do.
Really?
This was rough.
It was pretty rough.
They had to make their way to Kampung Tompenatan.
I'm sorry,
that's the
where?
name. Kampung Tompenatan.
That was excellent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You decided what you were going to do, but then you had to build the raft that was actually going to take you down the river.
Yeah. How anybody could do that, seriously, is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. I mean, that was heavy. So you had two choices. You could either deliver some goods to the local village, and then the village elder would hand you your clue, and then you would continue down the river in your raft. Or you could join a hunting safari, and then using a blowpipe, each team member had to hit a fake bird sitting out amongst the trees and bushes and things. And then once you did that, you continued down the river, and then once you got to the end of the river, you got your clue.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question about this.
Yes, please.
Okay, so did they know that if they chose the hunting thing that they wouldn't have to go down the river? Or did they all have to both go down the river?
They all had to go down the river to get to where they were going.
Okay.
But they were at different spots along the river.
Okay. It wasn't clear from the footage. Some people seemed like they were on the river forever, and other people didn't show them that much on the river. So
right, because I think for those people who they didn't show that much, theirs was actually a smooth ride.
When the blondie said she almost lost her finger, I was like, oh Lord. We're going to see a spontaneous amputation on the show, and it's not going to be pretty.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah, now, I have a question. Now, Dave and Connor totally missed the village. They decided they were going to do the village, and they totally missed it.
Yeah.
They ended up at the jungle run.
Yes.
So my question is, why did they just do the jungle run?
Well, I think once you choose, you couldn't change your mind.
But they do that all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
you're not locked in. You're not locked into the task that you do. As long as you do a task, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, I didn't know you could change your mind. I thought once you said it.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, they do it all the time.
Wow.
But anyway,
okay.
And then again, maybe the rules on this round of the Amazing Race are different. I don't know. Props to the Afghanimals, because they really could have messed up Jet and Cord.
They could.
And opted not to.
And I respect them for that. The Afghanimals, I'm sorry, they crack me up anyway, but this whole segment where they could have been honest or could not have been honest and they chose to be honest was awesome.
Big boo-boo to Jet and Cord for just leaving the boys when they were in their hour of need and trying to barely hold stuff together, even though they,
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Oh, this is so fun. This is so much fun. How's it going for you, Jet? Oh, it's going for me. How about you, Cord? Part 2 of a little discussion that we had started last week.
Okay.
Did you see the look on Jennifer's face when she was talking about the girl who had demonstrated how to use the blowpipe to them?
Absolutely. And what was the term she used? There was a hot, something. I can't even remember what it was.
She was badass.
She was badass. That's right. She was a badass.
She was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I gotta say, Jennifer can blow some pipe.
Jennifer can blow some pipe. You are right.
Yeah. Yes. Caroline was definitely lacking. She needs help.
Well, I think basically they both need help, but in this particular instance, she was doing okay, and Caroline was kind of,
Yeah, Caroline didn't hit the bird. It just fainted from exhaustion because it was trying to hold itself steady. And she said, you know what? I can't do this no more. I really didn't know that you could get industrial strength moose. Okay, because Joey's anime hair survived both the waterfall and the helmet.
Don't rip on Joey's anime hair, because he is so cute. And I love his moosed up anime hair.
The only time that I'm going to give Brenchell credit for anything, past and present,
must you?
They actually use the word janky in a sentence. They used the word janky to describe Jessica and John's raft.
Well, it was.
Yeah, it was absolutely janky, but you know what? They made it.
Yeah, they did.
Unlike Brenchell.
But did you love that part in the show where Brendan had to remind Rachel that they were on the same team? I don't remember at what part it was, but I was like, what? Did he just say, babe, we're on the same team?
Do you remember when the raft broke apart and Brendan is literally floating away down the river? Please tell me I did not hear Rachel say, Brendan, stop.
Yeah. No, she did. I know. I was thinking, really? He's in the rapids. Like, how?
Hello. Your man is floating down the river. Brendan, stop.
And it wasn't even like, oh my God, what's happening? It was stop. Brendan,
stop. I'm here by myself with the raft. What do I do?
Oh my gosh, I don't have enough words to describe how much she bothers me.
Oh my gracious.
Yeah.
Just on a side note, twice during this leg, Joey did say damnity damn damn.
He did say damnity damn damn. You're right. He did.
Okay. Yeah, it was a very deep cause of concern for me. Because he's grown.
He's grown.
And he's grown and saying damnity damn damn.
But I gotta say, he's so cute. Honestly, he could just say any little term that he wants.
So the pit stop for this leg of the race was the Tanjung Aru Water Village. Dave and Connor ended up finishing first, which is very good for them.
It was very good, and it was so touching when the dad was just getting choked up and talking about how he was just so proud that he was getting to do this with his son. I thought that was really cool.
Although I gotta wonder, it's like Dave and Connor missed the village when they were on the raft. They missed the village. They literally got to at least from what I understand, they got to the end.
Yeah.
Where they were supposed to stop. They picked up the box.
Yeah, the 75-pound box.
Right. They went to the village, gave it to the elder gave them the clue, and then they got back, and they were still the first ones to leave?
I know. Because honestly, I think a lot of people got hung up on the river and some parts that they just couldn't show us how long it took them to get back on.
Okay. And that's cool. That's cool. Once again, congratulations to Dave and Con for finishing first. The Cowboys finished second, and the Afghanimals finished third.
Yes, they did. I love the Afghanimals. I'm sorry. They are so hilarious.
Yeah, they are. I am liking them with each passing week.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to the YouTubers who forgot to hold their taxi, after the roadblock.
I know, but I thought I remember seeing them say, "Wait for us" or whatever. But I don't know.
Maybe there were a number of people that told them, they probably didn't read that far, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I will miss Joey and Megan. They were fun, they were cute, and I just need to know what kind of moose he has, because I'm curious now.
I will miss them too, and I just loved her attitude. Like, she was just so positive through the whole thing, and they weren't whining. They were just like, oh, well, we gave it our best shot. And I just love them.
Nothing but positivity all around.
I know. So I'm sad to see them go.
I'm pretty sure somebody's going to get dirty next week.
Well, they were wet this week. So, maybe they'll be dirty next week.
Next week is dirty. And then the week after that, they have to eat something nasty.
Gross. Okay, speaking of eating something nasty, did you see the cutaway shot to the whatever that was, centipede or whatever thing that was on the rocks? Oh, that totally gave me the creeps.
What thing on the rocks?
I don't know. It was at some point in the show they cut away to this thing with a million legs just like on the rocks, and it just freaked me out.
Okay.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Was it on a plate?
No, but it just was gross.
Okay, because you said, speaking of, things to eat.
I know, because I was thinking of things that were gross, because you know how I am with eating gross things. Like, that is not going to fly. And it just reminded me of the gross centipede. Sorry. Side note.
All right, that is a leap that Carl Lewis would envy.
That's our time for today. You can follow us on Twitter at @did_watch_it. You can also find us at iTunes. Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.